Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Denise, in case you forgot, which you probably did because it's been about a full 6 weeks since I've uploaded anything to YouTube, and this is my first video back. I'm just going to be talking about life today while I do my makeup. So if you're interested in wanting to know why I was away from YouTube for so long, keep watching the video. If you just want to see me do makeup, you can fast forward probably like the first minute and a half while I'll just be dumping a whole bunch of information on here, my bad. And I should probably start rambling and just kind of get into it, right? That'd be a good idea. Alrighty, so we're gonna start off with primer as per usual. Today I want to use my FENTY foundation. Just it's been a long time since I've worn it, and I want to use it before it goes bad. So I'm going to be using the E.L.F. Putty Primer. I am still obsessed with this. I wear it pretty much every time I do my makeup. It kind of depends. Like if my skin is like extra dry, then I'll just use like my primerizer from Smashbox. But if I'm up for it, then I'll just use this one like on my whole face. The reason I'm staring off over here in this area is because my mirror is right here. And this one, the light up one, is pretty big and it's going to take up like the full frame if I put it a little bit like closer to the camera. As you all know, I graduated from UNT in May, and that's kind of pretty much why I started doing YouTube. Not because I graduated, but because I had a lot of downtime. I had quit my previous job right during finals week, so I had that extra time for myself to just actually focus on finals for the first time in like years, and I was just really stressed out at that point. Like I needed to be focused on school and not my job, which thankfully I had the luxury of doing that. I know a lot of people don't, so I'm very thankful I was able to take the time off that I needed to just focus on school, even though it was just a week. But still, some people are not lucky enough to even have a week to just focus on their schoolwork like I did. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild watermelon lip scrub thing. So where was I? Oh yes. So then I graduated. I had a full like mental breakdown, I guess you could say, like pretty much right after graduation, because I realized I needed to like hurry up and get a job. It wasn't so much that my parents were pressuring me, because they were pretty like chill about it. They were pretty understanding. However, I was putting the pressure on myself because like I had my degree. I wanted to get a job as soon as I could. And a downside that I wish I would have done a little bit more was actually network and like internships and look into internships. I didn't really start doing that until like my last year, which didn't go so well, I guess. Like I should have been more attentive in my classes and like developed a relationship with my professors, which I did, but it was a little too late by the time I graduated, right? And like I wish I could have taken advantage more of the things the school had to offer, but I just was kind of like, nah, I got it, I'll figure it out. Or I was just kind of like too preoccupied with other things to worry about. So like it was weird. Like I just didn't prioritize that, and I should have. Like I wish I could go back like 2 years or 3 years ago and be like, bitch, you need to start looking into internships. You need to start, talking to your professors. You need to start doing something that by the time you graduate, you already have a job lined up. But I didn't. So that's when I started my YouTube channel. Hold on. Started my YouTube channel and it was going good. I had lots of ideas, and I still have ideas on what to film and whatnot. But I was starting to feel a little burnt out. Like I said, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to like get a job. And when I took that little break from YouTube, it started off as me just being injured. I had injured my back yet again. This is going to be the third time I had injured my back, and this time it was tough. If any of you guys have ever dealt with lower back pain, you know what I'm talking about when I say it's impossible to do anything. Like it's hard to put on your shoes, put on your socks, put on your clothes, get up and walk. Like it's just impossible to do anything. Like any sudden movement, even if it's just like you hear someone talking like behind you and you decide to turn around, that's not possible when you have intense lower back pain. Like it just takes over like your entire body. Like it's just not a good feeling. So that's mainly why I took the break from YouTube, just because I was injured. I didn't have the energy to sit in front of a camera and pretend like everything was okay when in reality I was in excruciating pain. It was a kind of pain that I haven't felt in a really, really long time. And it made me, like, I guess you could say a little bit more depressed. Like, I was just feeling really down when I was going through all that pain and stuff. Like, it really takes an emotional toll as much as a physical toll, especially if you're younger, I feel like, because I was having to rely on my mom to help me do anything, really. Like, if for some reason she decided she wanted to go to the store and, you know, she wanted me to go with her, she would have to be the one to, like, help me dress myself. And as a 24-year-old, it really sucks to have your parent dress you and take care of you. Like, it was like in a, I don't know, just like having lost control of my body like that made me feel so down on myself, like you could not imagine. And it's hard to describe unless you've been through it. Like, I know right now I'm like getting all teary-eyed and stuff, but it'll go away. Like, I'm just sensitive and it'll happen. But it was just really hard on me at that time. And then I was also like, I was still unemployed at this time, right? So I was kind of like, man, I can't believe this happened to me right now. Like, I just injured my back. I can't do anything at all. I can't even get up and drive, which is something I was able to do before when I was injured. Like, I could still maneuver around. Like, it would be hard, but I could still do it. I could still, you know, go drive to do whatever I needed to do. But this time it was incredibly hard to even just get in my car. I couldn't imagine actually driving. So that's the first time that I actually fully cried, not because I was in pain, but because I feel like I had lost complete control of my body. Like, I couldn't even drive down the street to get pain medication. That's how bad it was. And I remember kind of just like, I wasn't even able to get fully in my car, but because I was in so much pain, I also couldn't get out. So I just kind of like half sat there, half stood there, just crying for absolutely a million reasons and absolutely no reason at the same time. Like, it was just tough, and I was mad, I was upset, I was angry. I was just so full of emotions at that point. So let me finish doing my makeup and then we can talk a little bit. Okay, let's do that. So for my foundation, I'm using shade 240 from the FENTY foundation. It's a really good foundation, but I have dry skin, so it makes it a little bit more challenging for me to wear. Like, I really gotta prep my skin really well in order for it not to look like a hot mess. And I'm going to be doing 2.5 pumps. So that was the second one, and there's the half pump. And I'm going to be using my E.L.F sponge. I think it's called Total Body or Total Face and Body. I don't know, but it's from E.L.F and I love it. It's amazing. So now I can talk, but I can blend out my foundation. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was crying because I couldn't drive right. So I was just like feeling all kinds of emotions, feeling worthless, feeling like crap. And then to top it all off, I didn't have a job, so I felt even shittier. Because I still am 24, unemployed, relying on my parents for absolutely everything. And I just felt really down on myself, and I was putting pressure on myself. And I think that didn't help with me healing or whatever from my back injury. So as soon as I started feeling better, I started interviewing again, because even I was interviewing before I got injured. I just wasn't getting a job. But when I was injured, I literally could not make it to any interview, even if I wanted to, just because I couldn't physically make it into the interview. And I didn't, like, I knew if I, like, showed up all kinds of injured to an interview, they would definitely not hire me. Like, I know there's laws or whatever about it, but I just feel like that would be one of the major reasons why they would have chosen someone else instead of me, even if I am qualified for the position, which I am very qualified for a lot of the jobs I applied to, but didn't get a call back. But you know what? It's okay. It's in the past. It's not my business anymore. So as soon as I started feeling better, I started interviewing again and started applying to like a shit ton more jobs. And I was still going nowhere. And this is also during like my 6-week break from YouTube. I was just more focused on trying to find a job. Also, I was feeling burnt out from YouTube, which is weird because I only have like 4 or 3 videos up. But I don't know, like I was just putting a lot of pressure again on myself to make like these amazing, incredible videos that like bigger YouTubers make, and I would get so frustrated when I was editing and like stuff didn't come out the way that it did. And now I'm kind of like at peace with it, I guess. Like I don't have the like most incredible lights or the best incredible camera, and I am still learning how to edit, so it's not gonna look any kinds of professional. It's just gonna be looking the best to my abilities, which I hope is good enough. So yeah, that's mainly why I took that 6-week break from YouTube, because I was injured, I was feeling like crap, and I was going through it. You know, post-grad depression is very real, and no one really talks about it. Like people will hint about it on like Twitter and Facebook, but no one actually really like tells you how bad it feels. You just like start doubting your abilities and yourself, and it's not pretty. Oh, and you guys probably know this, but I have a job now because I know I posted it on Instagram, like Instagram stories that like have a job. So yeah, I was able to find a job in the end of the whole ordeal, and I really like my job. I really like my boss. I really like the coworkers that I have. It's a really great atmosphere to work in, and I am so thankful I was able to find it. So yeah, for the past 6 weeks, I was mainly just focused on getting better and getting a job, and I did get a job, and I am getting better because after my injury, I kind of realized that I needed to change some things in my life, because this was the 3rd time my back felt like that. And the last time I had gone to the doctor, my doctor was very straight up and honest. She was kind of just like, you know, your weight could be contributing to how bad your back pain is. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, it's time I take my health a little bit more seriously. So since then, I have taken some major steps in becoming more healthy. The most drastic one, I think, would be becoming vegetarian again. I'm not fully vegetarian yet. I'm more of a flexitarian because I still do eat meat, but just once a week. Just to like kind of get back into the groove of like being vegetarian or whatever. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape in 34S. Oh yeah, so I decided to become vegetarian again, and it's been doing pretty great. I've already lost, I mean, I'm not at my goal weight, obviously, but I'm definitely getting there. And I also started going to the gym, and I've been using the Katie Hearn. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, but I'll put her Instagram or whatever here. But I've been following her workout plan, and it's been working wonders. Like in 1 week, I lost 7 pounds. Like my goal for December is to just have a consistent channel, whether it's 1 video a week or 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week, like whatever. I just want to be consistent just so I can have good quality content for you guys, because you guys are pretty awesome for supporting my channel from the beginning, and also during the 6-week break. For those of you who have reached out to me, just asked me if I'm okay, or like asked me when I'm getting back into YouTube, or kind of just been like just kind of just like checking up on me, I guess. Just thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Now I'm gonna set my face. But yeah, by December, that's my goal, just to have a consistent channel. And I'm using the Hourglass translucent veil powder for my face. Anyway, moving on to eyes, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Velvet Rose palette, which is a dupe for the ABH Soft Glam palette. Yeah, I'm going to go with this like more reddish brown shade over here. Yeah. This palette doesn't have fallout pretty much. I'm going to blend it out with this shadow here. this like yellowy orangey cream color. Anyways, have you guys seen my nails? They're really cute. I just got them done on Thursday and I am in love with them still. Like I can't stop looking at them type of thing. Like they're just really gorgeous. They're really beautiful. Um, the girl I went to, well, she's gonna be my nail tech from now on because I love the way my nails look. Her name is Roxana, and I'll leave her information down below, like right here. She is an amazing, amazing nail tech, and she takes her time, which I really appreciate. Because like at previous nail salons, I can feel when they're like kind of rushing the process, but she took her time. Like she really took her time doing my nails, and it was just refreshing, I guess, to just have like my nails done by someone that's like not being rushed because there's like people waiting. Like she really just took her time, and I'm in love with them. Literally, I love very simple yet glamorous things, so these are perfect for me, especially because these little like flakes are iridescent. Like sometimes they'll look pink and then they'll look kind of like an icy blue. Like I just love it. I just love it. Just love it. Anyway, so yeah, I depotted my Hoola bronzer. I kind of regret it in a way. Well, not really. Like it just takes up less space, but every now and then I'll forget that I put it in this compact, and so I'll be looking for it. I'm like, oh my god, where did I leave it? Where did I leave it? And then I'm like, oh yeah, duh. It lives in this little Morphe pan now. I'm using my handy dandy Wet n Wild highlighter and my Milani Luminoso. These are my favorite. As per usual, I'm using the same discontinued BH brush for my did I say blush or brush? I don't know. But this brush is discontinued and I'm also trying to use it less. But it just feels so amazing, you guys. Like, if you were to somehow find it, trust me, it's amazing. I love this brush. And now time for highlight. What shade is this? Golden Flower Crown. That's the shade I have. I'm just going to be putting it on my cheekbones. And I'm going to do a little bit on my forehead. I don't like to do it on my nose because my nose gets oily throughout the day. So by the end, it'll look like my nose is highlighted. So there's really no point in me putting it on. My eyeshadow is still atrocious though. Like, it's not as blended as I would like it to be, but así se va. And for lips, I'm going to be using the Colourpop BFF3 lip pencil to line my lips. And today it's going to be the Milani lip gloss in the shade, if I can find the shade. And I'm just blending the lip gloss into the lip liner. I don't know if I've told you guys this already, but this is my favorite setting spray. Like, it's just amazing. It really does help your foundation or your Really does help your makeup last so much longer. And that is it. This is the completed makeup look for today. It's not the best, but hey, at least we know I tried. Because that's all that matters in life. As long as you try and you put in your best effort, that is good enough for anyone, for everyone, for yourself. It doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you have any suggestions or new recommendations on what to upload next, please let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one.